Lewis, tracker coordinates lead me to the sewers. I am entering now.
I can't hear you very well. It must be bad signal. I've taken Dr. Blanche to the safe house.
Lewis, you are breaking up.
Watch your step. This might get dangerous. Make sure to contact it. Back up. Stay safe. Can't seem to get hold of him.
Lewis, can you read me?
Loud and clear. Are you out of the sewers already?
No, I found a signal booster.
A signal booster underground?
The entire OCP communication network runs down here. It looks like the mercenaries were tampering with it.
I wonder what they were up to.
Whatever they were planning, I am going to stop them.
for the kill.
Please, don't kill me!
Do not be afraid. I am a police officer.
I had this nasty dream that I was a homeless guy living in the sewers. Oh, wait.
Lewis, I found the computer.
What did they need it for?
Retrieving and processing data from my evaluations.
Where was the data going?
OCP's mainframe computer. To access it, you need staff credentials, and they have been using Wendell's.
You're saying that OCP has Wendell on their payroll?
The old man is the one who signed his contract.
That son of a bitch. I knew he was behind all this. Can you send us over that data?
I'm uploading it as we speak.
I'll make sure Reed sees it ASAP, so we can get you a warrant for the OCP headquarters.
I am heading to OCP headquarters now.
Hey, Robo, could you help us? We're in quite a pickle. We have here a dead campaign manager from Mills's office.
This case is urgent, but we can't get inside the vehicle to examine the corpse.
For some reason, the car is electrified. Now that everyone's on strike, there's no one to take care of it, and I don't want to end up like a well-done steak.
I am glad to be of help.
And if you can look around for clues afterwards, you never can tell with the electricity.
Bulbs are burnt out. Something must have caused a short circuit. I assume a failure of the Magnavolt system. I will look into it.
And if it wasn't for that, we'd have probably found the car on bricks and him in just boxers.
I wouldn't be so optimistic.
Magnavolt is deactivated. It is now safe to investigate the car.
Great. But if you could take a look inside, just in case.
Gladly. There is an earring on the front seat.
Could be helpful if we find out who it belongs to.
The deceased is holding the phone. The last number dialed is described as the office.
Was he calling his own office during the murder? Certainly worth checking.
The victim was strangled. The rope was tied with a sailor's knot.
Not everyone can tie something like that.
The phone, the earring, and a sailor's knot. That's something to go on.
And the place itself is interesting. Less than 100 yards from the victim's office. I wonder why he stopped here.
I will go to the office to see if the victim left a message.
It's near the cinema on the 3rd floor. We need to finish here before we can join you.
Were there any witnesses?
There's that homeless guy across the street. He warned us about the current. He probably tried to steal something from the car. But it's hard to get anything out of him. His hand is fried, but he says he doesn't want an ambulance. Says he can't afford it.
I will let you know if I find anything in that office.
We'll meet you there, and maybe we'll grab a burger on the way.
Not on my watch.
Hey, I thought we were partners.
Come on, please. Damn. May I help you, officer?
I want to speak with someone from Simon Page's office.
Then you're in the right place. Agatha Crane, Simon's assistant. But I'm afraid we have to wait for Mr. Page if we want to go in.
Why?
A keycard issue. I have to recode them every week because Mr. Page has a thing about security. But sometimes newly encoded cards don't work. I call them unpredictable little things. They can ruin even the best schedule.
Mr. Page was murdered last night.
What? Oh God. That makes my schedule irrelevant.
Were you or anyone else in the office yesterday after Mr. Page left?
No. Mr. Page always stays late, and just the two of us work here.
Allow me to check the phones. Mr. Page called the office during his murder.
Of course. But first we need to get inside. Maybe you could help with the door.
Follow me.
All calls go through my phone. It's on the desk on the right. Things to throw away. I regularly clean my workspace. I don't like to be distracted by anything.
You have no new messages.
The phone on Mr. Page's desk is connected to his answering machine. It's the only one in this
Did
office.
Mr. Page like to sail? Did not get a chance to
It was one
record
of his
message.
hobbies. I don't know who he sailed with, though. He kept me out of his private life.
Organ selling and other ideas for making money?
The books were bought for show. Visitors don't look too closely, and making an impression is all that matters. Mr. Page's words. Mr. Page's computer. I don't have access to it. Mr. Page's private schedule. Some of his meetings were so secret that he arranged them for himself. I didn't even know about them. Receipts for gifts that Mr. Page gave during business meetings. Did you find any leads? You know, perhaps you should check out Mayor Kuzak's team, as the death of Mr. Page plays into their hands.
According to his schedule, Mr. Page often met with a person marked as G. In fact, they met yesterday.
Oh God. Could he be the murderer?
Do you know who that might be?
As I said, Mr. Page had a thing about secrecy. I wasn't allowed to view his private schedule, so I don't know all the people listed there.
What about his receipts? There was one for earrings. Who were they for?
For Gloria. Oh God. G.
Gloria who?
Gloria Lindbergh, from Kuzak's campaign office. Mr. Page wanted her to change sides.
Do you know where she lives?
It's just a short walk from here. An apartment opposite the basketball court. I don't know the exact address.
What'd you find out?
We have a suspect. I am on my way to question her. In the office, there is an assistant of the deceased.
I'll keep an eye on this place till you get back. Kurtz will be here in a minute. He just went to get us a couple burgers.
The long-awaited execution of the war criminal Ernesto de la Diego ended in failure when his military support
Are you Gloria Lindbergh from Mayor Cusack's office?
So OCP is using less and less subtle methods to intimidate us. What do you want?
I am here to ask questions about Simon Page.
He's my political opponent. I have nothing more to say about him.
Mr. Page was murdered last night.
Oh, too bad for him. I kind of liked him. So why are you here?
We have reason to believe that you are involved.
On what basis?
We found evidence that you may have been at the crime scene.
What a surprise. Evidence found by OCP, perhaps?
Did you or did you not meet yesterday?
I was supposed to, for business. But Simon called my office and canceled the meeting.
The investigation demands that I search your apartment.
If OCP wants to frame me, you probably won't back off anyway, so come on in. I always wondered if there was a man hiding under that shiny armor. I have a second glass if you want to loosen up. I have a prescription for them. I can't fall asleep when I'm alone in bed. I have various hobbies. Sailing is one of the more innocent ones. I lead a busy social life. It's not a crime, is it, officer? Do you like it, officer? Such strong hands can probably tie strong knots.
Is this a gift from Mr. Page?
He gave them to me when we met. He was probably trying to buy his way into my favor. I lost the second one. So, am I under arrest? Maybe you want to cuff me?
Negative. First, I would need to charge you. According to Mr. Page's schedule, you met often. Too often for business meetings.
That doesn't make me a murderer. Simon contacted me a month ago. He wanted me to join Mills's campaign office. We slept together a couple of times, and there was something electrifying about it. Secrecy, his connections with OCP, the consequences if we were found out. And we were. His assistant figured it out. She must have reported us, and OCP killed him. They were afraid he might give me Mills's campaign details.
You claim that Agatha Crane knew about your affair.
Not only knew, but she blackmailed Simon. She's ambitious. She wanted to get a promotion out of it, but Simon fired her.
When was Agatha fired?
Maybe a week ago? You should talk to her, not me.
I intend to do that. Please stay at our disposal.
Missing you already.
Officer Neal, come in. Is the victim's assistant still with you?
O'Neill here. We have a problem locating her, but I can assure you she didn't leave the office. You'll see what I mean when you get here.
On my way. Where is Agatha?
A very good question.
When you left, I came inside to take her statement, but there was no one here. Kirk showed up soon after.
We've been looking for the lady ever since, but she's vanished into thin air. She couldn't have left the office without us seeing her, though.
We must find her. New evidence suggests that she is the murderer.
Once again, let's just check every corner. She couldn't just disappear.
How do we know that the missing lady is the one who did this?
She had a motive. She threatened to reveal Page's affair to get a promotion. He fired her instead.
A secret button hidden in the desk. This is getting more interesting.
As long as it's not red,
The case of the mysterious disappearance solved. Now all we have to do is open that door.
It looks like she used a computer. Open Maybe we can find something there.
Ah, sure. Keep reminding me of the delicious
Just
sesame
delete already.
burger buns we haven't eaten yet.
Simon, I can't forget. You're ruining my career.
Agatha Crane, you are under arrest for the murder of Simon Page.
It was just removing an obstacle.
You have the right to remain silent.
I had the right to do it. He didn't even realize that by blackmailing him, I proved that I'll do anything for the job. What else would you want from a political strategist?
You have the right to an attorney.
This is my attorney. I wasn't born to end up in jail. I was born for great things, and only I decide my fate.
There are no bullets in that gun. The clip is out.
Unpredictable little things. Again, it's frustrating when they ruin even the best schedule.
Everything will go according to plan for the next several decades.
Okay, lady, show's over. You're coming with us. I hope they throw away the key. Because of your cold-blooded murder, I'll have to reheat my burgers.